Hey, what's going on, guys? About with another Supreme Commander 2 replay of a very good replay of a game I very much enjoyed. It was a very good 3v3 speech on Corvana Chasm. On my team is Tremor, Sun, and myself. On the enemy team is Vipercon, HunterOnGhouls, and SupriNovec. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit because this game is quite lengthy. I'm research rushing early game, which is, you know, not usually the best decision, as I've learned over the last few days against Alpha Hex. But obviously it's a bigger map, you know, different strategies. But I really should have gone for more air early on. But you'll see how the game pans out. My other Aeon team is building free research stations as well, so I guess I'm not the only one who likes their research. Speed up a little bit more. Our yellow guy is starting to get some air going, which is very good. Now, Sun, I don't know if he's new or if this was just a general mistake, but he moves his commander up here instead of an engineer, which, as you will see in the next few minutes, was not the best decision. But everyone makes mistakes, so you know, it's just how it goes. They are starting to bomb him. He should have retreated his commander immediately, but he goes to building a air tower, which is not worth it. As I've learned, defenses are just not worth, you know, the mass they take. For one tower, you could build like multiple moving units that are way more useful. So the red player has got 3 factories already pumping out units. Meanwhile, as you can see, I'm only just building my first one 5 minutes into the game. So bad decision on my part to research rush, but it turns out okay. That's already one of our guys down, so it's now a 3v2. 3 versus 2 situation. Oh yeah, yellow is doing a brilliant strategy of teleporting over here. He stole their mass and he's signed that with a land force. Oh, I didn't notice he pinged me. Apologies, Sun. I didn't notice that during the game. Obviously, I immediately thought, you know what, I'm gonna take the mass because I knew we could come back from that. I don't know if that was, you know, selfish or, you know, overconfident, but I thought, you know, I'm getting the mass. I should have shared, but I thought, you know, if I took it, we could win. I was very confident in that fact. Yellow doing a brilliant job of a distraction over here, you know, taking out some of their air force and doing an amazing job of slowing them down and distracting them while I build up over here. I left these mass for him. Any mass over here, you know, I left for him. I've got air force pumping out now. Alright, how's yellow doing? I send a small air force to help assist him. White is just getting out their air force, which is surprising. It's 10 minutes into the game, but I guess I couldn't really say much considering mine was only just coming out a few minutes ago. Yellow is building Harvog assault bots. Very good choice. They can attack both air and land with some mobile missile launchers. Brilliant idea. What am I doing? I am building mass converters and more research. I knew we needed experimentals, and using the mass I took from earlier, I knew I would be able to pump out quite a lot of experimentals to help the situation. Because if you look at the size of their air force, it's already a whole lot larger than ours. Although mine is pretty good, which is not surprising because I got a huge mass advantage. Mass is everything. The more units you can get out, the stronger the units, the better. I send over my air force to assist with what's his name again? Tremor. I said Tremor. This is Tremor. Red is got a lot of air units, even more than me, even though I have the mass advantage. I do not have as much air factories. But that is about to change, because now I have got an experimental gantry about to start pumping out experimentals. Oh, never mind, I do have more air factories. I stand corrected. I've been corrected. Tremor are doing a brilliant job of using tactical missile launchers to take out White's base. Very, very brilliant. That's the great thing about Aeon. They can just teleport across, you know, absolutely mess with you. Amazing designed faction. Very annoying faction, but they're very good. Not as overpowered as the Cyberan in my opinion, but you know, everyone has a different opinion on the factions. So. Look at that. Just completely demolishing White's base. Poor White can't do a thing. My air force supporting Tremor's land forces over here. Obviously my air forces were nowhere close enough to hold off Red's air force, but it forces SupriNovec into retreating over here thanks to Yellow's amazing forward base. This is where things get a bit oof. They managed to take out... Oh, I should have died here. I don't know how I didn't die, actually. Let's slow down the game a sec. I managed to survive that incredible onslaught because of all my air defenses. And not to mention when my allied team exploded, it took out most of the enemy air force. So, Tremor, your sacrifice will not be in vain. So let's speed this back up. White should have immediately come over here and got his mass back, but Red, in a bold move, decided to take White's mass, which is very interesting. I'm not sure if even if White took his mass back, that a 3v1 situation would have won them this game. But as you can see, I've already got many experimentals pumping out, and I'm about to take over Yellow's old mass extractors, which will put me at an incredible advantage against these guys. So when you're put into a 1v3 situation, just don't panic. Recover as much of your allies' mass as possible. You know, get as much units pumping out as you can. It's the only way to recover from a 3v3 to a 1v3. Although in this situation, it's more like a 1v2 because Red took all of White's mass, so it's technically a 1v2 because White cannot do anything. He has no mass. He's building energy gens, which is interesting. He could do mass conversion, but he would need a whole lot of mass converters. What am I doing? I am building up my air force. Let's speed this up a little bit more now, just to get things rolling. I was very lucky I didn't die. Ooh, I got some beautiful experimentals. Look at these designs. Absolutely fantastic designs. Love them. I think I'd have to say my favorite air unit's this thing. The Mega Fortress. Although the AC Terror is pretty cool too. What's the enemy team doing? Building up quite the air force. An incredible air force. I think they're outnumbering mine. No, I don't think they are. Never mind. In terms of fires, I think they're outnumbering. And interesting move, Hunter is put tactical missile launchers close. So I decided to get some payback with my own long-range artillery, which completely misses sometimes. I should have selected them and... Oh. There I go. I knew I had to stop their RT. So I went to, in a bold move, to go and take out some of their ACUs. I tried to get away with a teleport, I think. Obviously it's too late. Red is trying to retreat, but my Air Force outnumbers theirs now. Thanks to all that juicy mass I got. White is just... I feel so bad for White. He can't do anything. Alright, I think I am about to kill Red, which is their main Air Force producer at the moment. He's done, and that takes out most of their stuff, damaging every nearby thing, and then I take out SupriNovec using my experimentals. Oh, like a chain reaction of dominoes. Beautiful. And now Viper cannot stop my experimental mobile fortress, although he almost does. Almost does. Oh, and it survives. How beautiful is that? It's a brilliant game. Very enjoyable, very fun. You can always come back from a bad situation if you're quick enough, like I did. If I hadn't taken that full mass there, I think we would have lost. You know, the outcome's never decided. Good game to every player. Good job to my other teammate, Tremor, who did a brilliant job of distracting them for so long. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay as much as I enjoyed the game. I'll see you in the next one.